Well, welcome back everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I have 5 tips for you on how to be prepared this holiday season. So come on in and let's get started. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by during the busy holiday season. Okay, Christmas is coming. It's coming fast, as well as the new year. Are you ready? With so much to do, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Today I'm sharing my favorite tip for how to stay organized, productive, and most importantly, happy during the holidays. So let's jump right in. Tip number 1 is to connect the dots. What does that mean? Sometimes you can make your life so much easier by finding ways to combine tasks. For example, if you're headed to a holiday party near a shopping center, you can plan a quick trip to knock out some of your shopping list. So for me, I've talked in the past about batch working, and batch working is trying to find something that you can do, trying to find different tasks that you can batch together to be more productive. I have some art commissions that I need to get done, hopefully this week, and I have one that's a watercolor house painting and 3 ornament paintings that I need to finish that are also house paintings. I don't know why Christmas 2024 is about house paintings, but it is what it is. So I need to finish them before Christmas. Instead of tackling them one by one, I group them in the materials that I need. So the fun thing about the 3 acrylic house paintings, I can put the background color and then I can go on each house and put the base color of the house. I can add the roof, I can add all of the greenery at the same time, and it is almost like a lineup. And so when I'm doing my batching, instead of feeling, oh my gosh, I've gotten one done, I still have 2 more to do, I can be almost done with all 3 of them because I have them in a lineup. I'm doing them in a batch work of art. For me, it encourages me because I have a lot done and I can feel like, whew, okay, and I can add these details. I don't feel so bogged down and say, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. I can feel accomplished. And I know if you're an artist and you're trying to do things, because a lot of times at the holiday season or during gift giving season like Mother's Day and Father's Day and wedding time, people can inundate you in a good way with a lot of commissions, and you also want to enjoy your holidays. So if you can find ways to make it more assembly line, very much more productive, and you can get more bang for your buck with the time that you spend, well, it's a win-win. Tip number 2 is to put it on the back burner. A lot of times we might hear the word back burner and say, well, that's such a negative term, but for different circumstances, I'm going to put things on the back burner in a good way. One thing that I do is I make lists. If you've been around me for a while, you know I love making lists. And I saw a good tip that I want to share from Mimi Moo, and I love to watch her videos and I love her art. And she talked about how to prioritize, how to make a list. So for me, I make lists, but I will make a list of all the things that I need to do this holiday season. Not just art, but also what I need to do, because I have 7 kids and I need to get Christmas presents for all of them. And so I will make a list of everything that I need to do. And then I will go back, and this is where Mimi Moo comes in. She said to prioritize those things. Now she was talking about art tasks, but I think this works for anything in general that you have to do. So if you're going off of your list, you can put 1, 2, 3 on each one. And so as you make your list, you'll get to see which one is a number 1 in your priority list. What things are essential, and then what things can wait a little bit. So for me, I know I have some little bags of candy that I'm going to give to my art students, and I have a week and a half to do them. So they're not a priority this week. If I don't get to them until next Tuesday morning, when I see some of my students for the last time this year, before the Christmas break, that's okay. They're not number 1 priority. But I do have a house painting, and I won't say who because it's a Christmas surprise. But if I don't get that house painting to my client who needs to have it framed and wrapped and ready by December 25th, that is a number 1 on my priority list. Okay, so tip number 3 is to make a schedule. Now this may seem like a similar thing as to making a list, but now you're actually putting a timeline to it. The key here is to be realistic. Again, with my watercolor painting, I could think to myself, I'll put it off until Friday and I'll get it done Friday morning. That's not going to happen because, again, it takes layers. I need to really look at it and say, well, this week I have a lot of my mornings free. So tomorrow morning, because today's Monday, tomorrow morning on a Tuesday, I could probably get a couple hours. I could lay out the drawing, I could get one layer in, and then I can come back to it Wednesday morning. And so if I do that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I may truly be done on Friday. So if I know that in advance, I can keep working towards that so that my schedule will say, yes, for sure, I can get this house watercolor painting done by Friday. But at least I know it will be off of my brain, off of my list of things to do, because I've scheduled it. So I can, right now on Monday, feel confident that most likely, unless something happens, Friday will be when my painting is done, and I won't feel overwhelmed, because I do feel a little overwhelmed with some of the work that I need to get done. I have my YouTube, I have my ornaments that I need to get done, I have the house painting, I have all kinds of holiday events that I'm going to, and I want to make sure that I'm present at each one. And if I know by Friday I can be done with my watercolor painting, then Friday night when I have a big party at City Hall, I can be excited and just enjoy that time and not have to worry and not have to think, oh my gosh, I need to get back. I can't really enjoy myself because I'm thinking of what I need to do. And if that's you and you want to be prepared, make a schedule of what you need to do. Really write down what needs to happen. Again, things always come up, but if you have a schedule that you can work with, you can feel confident in what you can accomplish in the time that you have. Also, don't forget to schedule in some buffer time, and that brings me to tip number 4, which is give yourself some rest. It's tempting to keep going and going, and I can be a worker where I just don't take time to relax. But one tip that helps me is, if you were your own best friend, what would you tell yourself? You would probably tell yourself something like, you're doing great, take a breath, give yourself a break. We just went to the store the other day and we bought a couch for our back room, and it is super comfy, and it has this chase lounge say that on one side of it. And of course, yesterday was Sunday and I took a nice wonderful nap, and it's the first nap I've had on a Sunday in a long time because it's kind of been a little hectic. But it was wonderful to take that nap, and it was wonderful on the brand new couch. So that couch, it sits there and it calls to me and says, come, sit down, come, relax. And you can think about that like you would say to a friend. If you saw a friend who was completely frazzled, you'd say, come on, let me take you out. Let's go get a cup of coffee. You might even say to your friend, if you know they're really having a hard time, you'd say, is there some task that I can do for you? Maybe you would just order dinner and say, hey, pizza's on its way, which I had a friend do that, which was such a wonderful blessing. And it wasn't just the food that warmed my heart and my tummy, but my friend's generosity to say, give yourself a break. You don't have to cook tonight. You don't have to do the dishes tonight. You can just rest and relax. So be your own best friend in situations, especially during the holidays, and say, sometimes some things will have to go undone, and that's okay. Give yourself a break. You don't want to burn out. Tip number 5 goes along with getting some rest, but it's to enjoy your day. For me, the holidays mean even more because 3 days before Christmas, it's my birthday. So I look forward to that day, and even when I was a single mom, I'm remarried, I would do my best to get my laundry done, to get as many dishes done as I could, to get the house organized the day before my birthday, because I had little kids, so that on my birthday, my kids and I, we could just relax. They would give me their gifts that they had. We would watch a movie, we'd go out to eat, and I would not look at that washer or dryer. I would not look at the dishes. It could wait. I would enjoy my day. But especially as I was growing up, my birthday was always in the rush of the Christmas season. And I'm really thankful to my parents and my friends, and now my husband, who makes sure that that day is a special day, that it's separate from Christmas. As wonderful as Christmas is, that it doesn't get overlooked. And my husband likes to say, and he still remembers, I guess, the story that I told him was that when it's my birthday, I wanted my presents not wrapped in Christmas paper. Yes, I don't remember saying that to him, and I don't mind if my gifts are wrapped in Christmas paper, but of course growing up, that was a little bit of a pet peeve. Think about what holiday traditions bring you the most joy. One of the things that I know growing up was we would always open up one present on Christmas Eve, and it helped to enjoy that one present, but it also helped for you to wait a little longer, because I know when you're a little kid, Christmas seems so far away. We also, for a lot of people, decorating cookies, watching family movies. Last night we just watched a Hallmark movie, my husband and I, and he spoiled the ending because he had figured it out in the middle. And honestly, most people know that a Hallmark movie is not that hard to figure out what the ending is. But I joked with him. I said, well, you're definitely a spoiler for that. And remember that this season goes by so fast. I've shared in my other videos, there are moments where I say to myself, let me make a memory, because I know as I look at my 8-year-old son, who is very much excited about Christmas, it goes by so quickly. Let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite holiday tradition? Let me know what you like and some ideas that you have for some future videos, because I will definitely appreciate anything you guys have to say. I do want to say thank you so much for all of your wonderful comments. I read everyone and I respond to each and every one. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tips and inspiration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.